Hey guys, welcome back to the BracketLife brand YouTube channel. Oddly enough, and as surprising as this might be, we're back in the race shop. You can see the Mike's truck. I got a pause here. I wasn't gonna show it, but with the new rims on it, thing sits mint. Looks awesome. But I'll show you the shop here. So it was all clean before I got here. A couple coffee cups from yesterday. You know, we had to do some thinking. But it was all clean, tidy, everything put away, and then I showed up. So, which is how it goes. But we got some work getting done on Duke's car. I know I've been talking about moving the tranny cooler a lot, so I finally am, getting to it, and then just decided we're gonna dive in pretty heavy. So I got this apart, all the lines taken off. I'm just mounting it right now, and then gonna get the cooler set up. I'll show you where it's gonna go. So I got her sitting there. She's gonna go here, and then the little block's gonna hide underneath, and then I just gotta figure out where the pump's gonna go. Somewhere in down there. Move this all around. And then once I'm done that, then I'm gonna move mine. Right, I think I showed you guys this before. It's nice sitting there, but I just, I like it back there. Easier to see the transmission and check it all out. And for those unfortunate weekends that you gotta rip it out real quick, then it makes it a little simpler for that. But Mike just went down to the other shop. He's over here checking out the girls' cars, starting it every year before we get going. Just whip through front to back, give everything a tug, every bolt, nut, whatever, sitting around, check all the fluids. So starting on Ashley's car, then it'll be done, and then he'll be on to Rachel's. Then those two will be finished, and then ready to go whenever we're allowed to get back to the track. And then we'll start in here. Thus, I'm excited for Mike's car to get out, to hear it. Hopefully we'll start some race cars here soon. Everybody's been racing, but because we can't go anywhere in Canada yet, then so there's no point in starting them and then let the fuel just sit there. But eventually we'll get the itch and just start firing stuff up. Other than that, a lot of work to be done. Hopefully I can show you at least partially completed the tranny cooler. It's not that difficult to do if you have done it. Just moving lines and getting placement stuff is kind of the hardest part, but not bad. So that's what we're doing this week. Next week we got something more exciting, I guess, a little bit for our interview I'll tell you about. So we got Sugar Shane Carr coming on, so that'll be cool. I'm excited for that, and it'll be a good interview. I'm excited to talk to him. There's Mike. See, he made it back in, getting ready to go, getting all the cars set up. But so that'll be a good interview. I'm excited for that. I'm excited to talk to Shane. He's been a pretty big deal in our sport for a while. So, pretty much since I've been born, he's been a big deal around drag racing. So that'll be cool, but I'll show you the progress we make later on. Well, we've got her mounted in, set up there. Now I got holes through. And so this is where it's gonna sit. I'm gonna get little insulators to lift this up a bit. It won't vibrate. One thing to make sure, let's see if I can get in here. For underneath, so when you're drilling. So just make sure when you do drill through that there's no brake lines or fuel lines or nothing or anything underneath that you go through. We were chatting about that earlier. Some horror stories cutting into brake lines when you're drilling through body panels. Well, I'll tell you this, I don't know if you guys remember when I had said about these windows. At about 4 or 5 o'clock, they come busted in. I'll show you where I'm working. Right sitting there. Right in the heat of her. So I've been sweating for a bit. Not working like too hard, but just sweating. Got her, so it's almost mounted while all the holes are drilled. My pump took me a little bit longer than I had planned. It messed it up. I'll show you the bar. So for the transmission mount, takes there and then comes here. This is where I wanted to put my pump, but then it won't fit. So this is where I did put it. Move it around. It's hard to see, but it's right down in there. So that should work. So that'll be good down there. Nothing moves. If something moves and it gets hit, then we usually have got bigger problems on our hands than just the pump. So nothing there should move or, you know, hit it. So that'll be fine. It's tightened all in. I had to run the lines. I'll show you some because of where it was, where it sat on the firewall. Now I only need like a foot. One line's about a couple, you know, 2 feet long to go around to the other side, but you know, so I had to cut all those. But yeah, mounting it took a while, cutting the holes, making sure I wanted to line it up right and then get it set in there nicely. But we got this little bracket too, right in here to hold the little block. So had to make that and then set up this a better view of it. So we tucked away, it's got enough room down in there. But yeah, so that'll do. And yeah, we'll come back next weekend, cut some lines up, and I think we'll be done for it on this one. And then yeah, other than that, like I said, exciting, you know, hopefully it'll be exciting next week for the interview with Shane. So hopefully you check this out. We've been working on keeping some shorter videos of just doing stuff in the shop. But I think I'd imagine that the interview will be a while. It'll be cool talking to him and chatting, you know, to somebody that does, you know, the whole big money scene and that's all they do and then has a lot of success with it. So that'll be cool, but I'll be talking to you next week then, and that's it for now. Thanks, guys.